Hello students, today we are going to read a story name The 100 Dresses One, written by Eleanor Esther, an American author who was born on 9th May 1906 and died on 15th July 1988. Some of her works include Ginger Pie and The 100 Dresses. These stories is about a sensitive account, uh, how a poor young girl named Wanda Pentrosky is judged by her classmates. She is a young Polish girl, means she belongs to Poland, and she goes to school with her American classmates and American children in an American town. So these American children or other children, they see Wanda in a different way. Different ways means that the way she wears, the way she talks, the way she walks, means in a differently in a different way. So the story starts in a school scene. So today it's Monday. Wanda Pentrosky was not in her seat, means she is not in her class, means she is absent. Peggy and Madeline, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. So here two other characters, Peggy and Madeline, they both are friends, and they noticed that today Wanda is absent. So usually Wanda sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room number 13. So their classroom number is 13, and she used to sit at the last seat in the next to the last seat, where she sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make good marks sat. So she used to sit at the last next to the last seat where the rough boys, means those who never get good marks, they usually sit there. So Wanda did not sit there because she was rough and noisy. But it doesn't mean that she is also a rough girl or noisy girl. She was very quiet and rarely said anything at all, and nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. So Wanda sat in the seat unless it was because she came all the way from Boggins Heights. So she used to stay in Boggins Heights, and her feet were usually caked with dry mud. Means the road that where Wanda lived, that led to that was a muddy road. So that's why it's written that her feet were usually caked with mud. The next day, Tuesday, Monday, Wanda was absent. See, Tuesday, the next day, Tuesday, Wanda was also not in school, and nobody noticed her absence. But on Wednesday, Peggy and Maddie, they noticed that Wanda was not there. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. Peggy was the most popular girl because she was pretty. She had many pretty clothes, and her hair was curly. Maddie was her close friend. So Peggy and Maddie, they both were close friends. They had waited. They means here Peggy and Maddie. They had waited for Wanda to have some fun, because when Wanda will come to school, Maddie and Peggy, they'll make fun of Wanda. So Wanda Pentrosky, most of the children, the room number 13, did not have names like that. So other children, they felt something different in the name Wanda Pentrosky. The name was something different for the American children. They had names easy to say, like Thomas. The names of the American children, like Thomas, Smith, or Ellen. Wanda did not have any friends. She always wore a faded blue dress that did not hang right. It was clean, but it looked as though it had never been ironed properly. So she was always used to wear a faded blue dress. So one day Peggy asked Wanda that how many dresses do you have? Then Wanda answered that 100 all lined up in my closet. Then again Peggy asked Wanda that how many shoes do you have? 60 pairs all lined up in my closet. So next, in the next stanza, it has been described about the characteristics of Peggy and Maddie. Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children from bullies as she cried for hours if she saw an animal mistreated. Means Peggy was a kind-hearted girl. If anybody had said to her, don't you think that is a cruel way to treat Wanda? She would have been very surprised. Cruel? What is the girl say? What did the girl say? She had 100 dresses. Means she was a, these lines tell that Peggy was a kind-hearted girl. Maddie was poor herself. She, next the characteristics of Maddie. Maddie was poor herself. She usually wore somebody's hand me down clothes. Hand me down means stitched, or that is old clothes handed by someone else. So Maddie was poor herself. She was usually wore somebody's hand me down clothes. Thank goodness she did not live up on Boggins Heights, but Maddie was not living in Boggins Heights, that is a slum area, or have a funny name. And Maddie's name is also not a funny name like Wanda Pentrosky. Maddie wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda, but Maddie actually she wanted to tell Peggy not to tease Wanda. So she wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda. So what happened next? That thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. So one day, it was informed to the children that there will be coloring and drawing contest. For girls, it will be the contest consisted of designing dresses, and for the boys, it is the designing of motorboats. So probably Peggy would win the girls' medal, and because Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. So tomorrow the teacher will announce the winner, and they would know. So the next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they did not wait for a Wanda Pentrosky in the corner of Oliver Street, the street that far away under the railway tracks and up the hill. Because today was important, because the teacher will declare the result, the winner of the contest. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and window sill, dazzling colors and brilliant lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping papers. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. So there was a contest of coloring, drawing for girls, and all the girls participated. Peggy also participated. At the same time, Wanda also participated. So the next day, when it is a day of a declaration of the winner, all the children came to school, and they found that everywhere they found so many other drawings of different designs of dresses. They were kept on the windowsill, which were designed lavish. There were lavish designs of dresses. Everybody stopped and whistled and murmured admiringly. Miss Mason, the teacher, came and announced the winners. Jack Buggles had won for the boys. Then Miss Mason, the teacher, announced the winner from the boys group, and it's a Jack Buggles. And then she declared who is the winner from the girls group. And she declared that Wanda Pentrosky is the winner of the girls' medal. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days, and it is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her executed drawings. So Miss Mason allowed other children to go and have a look at the designs made by Wanda Pentrosky. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths, and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. So look, Peg means Peggy, whispered Maddie. Then Maddie told to Peggy, there is that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Then Maddie asked to Peggy that look at that design, the girl who has worn that blue dress, and isn't it beautiful? Then Peggy said, yes, and there is that green one, boy, and I thought I could draw. So this chapter is this part is actually about that how Peggy and Maddie, they were bullying Wanda Pentrosky because she belonged to a different country like Poland, and the way she wears the dress, the same one color dress, that faded blue dress every day, and her name itself is a funny name. So here the author wants to tell not to bully. Bullying may have some negative impact on any child. So hope children you all enjoyed this part. The next video I'll explain the part 2. Thank you children.